Hello. I'm all right. Like I'm a bit nervous. Like yeah, I just like I'm pretty sure like I underprepared. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I'm more than happy to talk about like data and yeah, like Gitcoin. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Yeah, so like surprise, surprise, I guess, right? Like you didn't expect to see it today, but okay. So like I'm Pavel, and like I've been around Gitcoin for like quite a while. Yeah, I think like I contributed to like Gitcoin DAO like about a year ago. Yeah, and yeah, like I've essentially like monitored like some of the things Gitcoin was doing for like the past kind of few months, and I've noticed like there was like this hackathon, right? And yeah, like made like a submission for for the hackathon. Yeah, it's like in short, yeah. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So like I've started with data science about like 3 years ago, maybe like something along those lines. But like right now I'm working on like full stack blockchain development things, like working with contracts, like Solidity, things like that. You know, and yeah, like the hackathons are just fun way to spend time, I guess. Yeah, like I'm not really like working for prizes. I just like the atmosphere and like the collaborative environment of like the like working towards something useful, I guess. Yeah. I'm focusing efforts like I'm not really sure where, but like right now like the market is kind of in downturn, right? So um I'm not sure. It depends where the opportunity is, and right now it's really um go like the market is going towards like ZKPs, and yeah, I'm learning about those things. Yeah. Uh, yeah, definitely. So I've picked up the bounties that were like the kind of, from my perspective, were like the easiest, that required the least amount of like setup, because like I've actually, like I was quite busy, and I've asked my like younger brother to kind of help me out with it, and like I've installed everything on his like computer, and half of like the usual kind of things didn't work, because like Python was too new, right? And some of the libraries were just breaking on import, and yeah, so I've picked up like I really wanted to kind of target more more difficult bounties like wash trading and improving Gitcoin Passport, but like I just didn't have enough time, and like yeah, like the Python just broke down, and I was trying to like install the indexer, the TrueBlocks indexer, right? But like my brother had like Windows, so yeah, and like he doesn't know how to use Docker, for example, so like that would be impossible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've spent like I think at least like 2 days, and it didn't work. So like yeah, but like after a while, I was like, oh, like I just need to downgrade Python, I guess. Mhm. Yeah, yeah, the wordy name. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Mhm. So, like I was really curious on like the granularity, right? The like granular data from the rounds, and like I was trying to install like the Web3 package, just like to query, for example, the transactions like for address, and kind of to make the data more interesting, but like it would not install at all. So like I've so we kind of focused on the most granular data that we found, like on the GitHub repo of like ODC, right? And yeah, so like yeah, like the most kind of granular data that we found, we kind of just went through the data sets, and like I was really like I was expecting the results to be really different from what actually like will be ratified, right, in the end. And that's why like, I was like like I'm still really upset that I could not install the Web3 package, because I think it would be more interesting. to kind of to like yeah to explore the Gitcoin Passport and transaction history. Yeah, I think that would be the most kind of interesting aspect of the analysis, if it would be possible. But like, yeah. Mhm. So I think like it did not really take a lot of time to make like the write up and like the like yeah like from my perspective it like the most kind of time consuming thing was just installing and like it's yeah like deciding what to actually to do because like the Web3 package would not work and I was like that would be actually like the most interesting thing. Like I'm still upset about it. Yeah, but like the write up, I'm not sure. Like it probably like took like a couple of days of yeah of like research and just I don't know like going through the data I guess. But like I've had like I think like I've made like a post on Gitcoin governance forum like about like a year ago. So like I had some backgrounds on like how the Gitcoin data is usually structured. Like I'll post it as well like in the chat. Yeah, and that analysis I think was much kind of deeper because like I've used like linear regression and yeah and like I've used like even like synthetic controls that I'm like I don't even remember what is that right now. Yeah, absolutely. But like, I've tried to use ChatGPT, but like it would, like in some cases it like hallucinates, right, and it gives the incorrect data. So yeah, if a person just copy pastes it like the output, right, it's like it's some like in some cases it's like clearly visible because the numbers are just made up out of nowhere, like yeah. Mhm. Yeah, so like I've actually like I've taken part like in like a lot of ocean challenges. So like I've uploaded like the documents like a lot of times on ocean, and yeah. So like I know like it's common to have like the issue with uploading like a PDF, right, on Ocean. For example, like if you have the PDF in your GitHub repository, right, it will read as like the HTML or like the like a raw file kind of. I'm not really sure what like the format is, but like it will not recognize as like a PDF. So like you actually have to upload the PDF onto like IPFS, and yeah, and like the same for like the data, right? Like you have to kind of upload the file onto like Web3 storage or like NFT storage. Yeah, the IPFS provider for like better results, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Gitcoin Passport. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I was like, I'm really curious. I think like how to improve the Gitcoin Passport. Because like I've taken part in like Gitcoin beta round like from like the like project perspective as well, and like the projected funding like matching was diverged by by a lot from the funds that are like currently in the like ratification, right? And like I was expecting that actually. And so I was like I would like so that's why I'm essentially really I'm really curious why, and what could be done to improve like the onboarding of new users onto Gitcoin passports, because like I've spent like every day of Gitcoin beta like on Twitter Spaces, and people were complaining about not being able to create a Gitcoin passport. Yeah, and I'm not really sure why, but I mean they're probably like better kind of predictors of if it's like a Sybil or not, and I think there is like room for improvement for Gitcoin Passport. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, definitely. And like I've actually like I was trying to hack the system essentially. Like I was really curious if it would be really easy to kind of to go around the Gitcoin Passport. And I've noticed the like I've asked my brother to kind of to go around this like the system, right? And I think you got like the score from just creating like a lot of accounts on GitHub, right? Or like on Twitter, like I think like it's quite easy to go around Gitcoin Passport. And from my perspective, like the data analysis might not capture it at all because like some people might not know might not have an idea like what like GitHub is even, right? Or like the Twitter. But like he's like essentially like 15 16 years old, right? And like the like this kind of generation, right? They know how to kind of how to gain followers on like Instagram or like on Twitter, like nearly for free. And like from my perspective, I don't know, like I'm not really sure how to tackle it, right? Or like how to protect from that because it's really easy to actually to gain followers on Twitter for like a few cents, right? And yeah. Yeah, definitely. And but like from my perspective, it was like also really curious that he didn't really spend any time on like on learning about like POAPs or like NFTs, right? He just kind of took the easiest approach of just spamming the accounts. Yeah. I think I'm not really sure. But like I think he spent like a day, right, on creating a passport. But it was primarily because he knew he didn't know how to kind of how to go around, for example, cheating like the GitHub, right? Like he had like 1 point, right, 2 points to get to that threshold, right? And so I was like, why don't you try like some other things? Maybe you can try, right? And he decided to create the like GitHub accounts and just gain followers that way. Yeah. So like the Web2 socials are probably the weakest link, I think. Uh, Absolutely. I think it would be really easy to kind of to hack. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. To be honest, I would like um if I had like a lot of time, I would try to go the wash trading route, right? And I would try to kind of to make like the graphs of or like implement some algorithms on how to on where the funds came from, right? I think it would be kind of really interesting to source the the origin of the funds, and like for example, like I've looked at Gitcoin Passport, right? And if a person like has a lot of kind of funds, he could probably just tackle the Gitcoin Passport creation from from like transacting between the accounts, right? Or like holding the NFTs or things like that. And yeah, I would like I'm really curious because like I think like I have some suspicion that like some of the projects just like wash traded, right? The or like inflated the amounts of donations, right? And like especially now when the funds are like coming directly into the wallet, so that like current like from my perspective, like the risk right towards cheating has decreased because like the like you can actually just donate it to yourself, right? And I mean, what will happen? Probably nothing. You can just say like it's not mine, right? It's not me. Yeah. Yeah, and like I'm not sure like for example why I did not cheat right in this in this round, but like it's I think it's fairly easy to kind of just to like the cycle the funds through the contract. Yeah, yeah, definitely. But like you can like yeah, sure. Like the project might be good, right? And but like you can actually just message the people with the projects and be like, I can help you get an additional amount of X funds, right? And like for example, you have the script to create a lot of accounts, right? Or like you have the script to make the transactions through like the something close to like Tornado Cash, right, or something like that. And like how can anybody prove that you've actually cheated? Yeah, exactly. And but like what currently I think kind of stifled the cheating is probably the high cost of gas, right? I think like the amount of cheating will be even worse with the like layer two because like the cost, right? It will be a lot less. So like you can actually just just donate it and like cycle through it even faster. And like for example for refi rounds or like climate change round right like they had like a few donate like few donations compared to other rounds. So if like a person donated to himself or like herself or whatever, right? Like a large amount of mm, like USDC or like DAI or something like that, right? Like the cost of gas, like the relative cost of gas for like the nation would be really low, and I think like that would be probably like if I had the access to like Web3 package, I would just try to see those large transactions and yeah, if if they're actually coming from the same source or not. Just, but yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was like a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Mhm. So like I had an idea to like to essentially to get more data for each like contract or like Ethereum address, right? And I've tried multiple solutions. Um, like I've tried to install, for example, the indexer, and to go that route of actually I'm not really sure how to explain it, right? But like going through like huge list of data with like indexer, right? Um, but like the easiest kind of thing to utilize with like data science script would be to just use the Web3 pip library, Python library, and like there are multiple tutorials online on how to get more data on each contract or like address online. So like that is probably like a very popular solution for querying the data on Ethereum. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But like for example, I think how it works is like first you kind of query the transactions, right? And one of the like side effects, I'm not really sure, or like how to explain it, right? Is that you actually get the number of transactions, right? Like you get the length of an array, and you can just see how old is, for example, the account, right? And from that you can get like the feature of like this feature of like when the account was created, right? How often like the account is used, right? Like what is the average time period between the transactions, things like that. And it's like, and it like could come from just having the brief data on transactions. And yeah, I think it would be impossible for me to make an analysis if there was no data provided. Yeah. Um, I'm not really if I understand like the question, but like I've done like we've downloaded the data from the like ODC like repository. Mhm. Yeah, definitely, and I think a lot of people don't know how to interact with the transactions because like I think most of the data scientists are used to kind of clean data sets, right? And for them, it would be really difficult to even understand what the data is about. Like it's like just some bytes, you know. It doesn't have any sort of description. It's just like some raw strings, some bytes, and it's like, what do you even want me to analyze? I think like that's like the like the most kind of people's impression of the data set. Yeah. So like yeah, if like the more data kind of like the more description the data has, like the more kind of hints it has, it's probably the easier for people to just kind of to go through it. Absolutely. But like some of the data, right, like this granular data, it might take a lot of time. And like I'm not even like for example, I'm curious in the granular data, and I'm not sure if it will be even useful. But like I'm just curious about that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. yeah, and I'm like I would be really curious to run like a cluster analysis, right, or like clustering on some of the accounts, but then it has so many data points that I'm like I'm not even sure that I will be able to run the cluster analysis on them. Yeah, yeah, and it becomes kind of like what if somebody raises like a concern, right? Like I have no kind of proof that it's actually Sybil, other than like, oh, these accounts are created at the same time, you know? Yeah, yeah, but like, what if it could go like like, what if like you have like a suspicion, right? What if it's implemented on the Gitcoin Passport level, right? So everybody's essentially playing by the same rules. Like I think like some of these ideas should be probably implemented like at the protocol level, right? Where like you would need to kind of have like a check that like the address is not newly created, right? It has some history, something like that. Because like right now you could probably just create a new account, spam the Twitter, GitHub, like Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, right? And here it is, like you have Gitcoin Passport. Y- no. Like you need to kind of to create, I think, a lot of accounts to like to follow each other, right? And like there are no checks, for example, that the Twitter account is actually real, right? It checks whether they're like followers, X amount of followers. So like you can create 50 accounts and follow each other, right? And now you have the increased Gitcoin passport score, for example, right? Yeah, and like if you've actually like created 50 accounts, now it's even easier to create like 51st one, right? So like so yeah, like there is no friction whatsoever. Now you can just spam them. And like I mean you can like I can even envision like the servers, right, that will help accounts get like the Gitcoin passport, like pay us $1 and now you'll get like the passport score of this, right? Like it's not that difficult. Yeah, it's like it's extremely difficult, right? To yeah, to make it fair for everybody. It's impossible. Yeah. Yeah, but like it's fun, right? Like it's really fun. Like how do you even tackle this? Yeah, definitely. Yep, I see you.